Yo everyone, we're back of Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we invaded Vegas Films in an attempt to chase down and capture President Dylan. Not the Prince is chill, for the most part, besides that time he attacked us. But we chased down the President. Unfortunately, he died. But hey, we have a festival, so who cares? Also, sorry to take up your space. Did you see her head just recoil there? She's like, ugh. Ew, get away from me. I hate maids. Ew.
You won't find this just anywhere.
So, as you can see, I've already cleared out the majority of the NPCs here. I left a few though, because I thought that there's some more important ones. Because we have our special NPC from a side quest that we saved. Hello, welcome. We've got sweet honey and the freshest apples in town. Won't you buy some, maybe? Oh, this is so awkward. Do I really have to yell all the time? I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to say. But I can't give up. I have to make at least some sales so I don't get fired. Hang in there, Senum. Just give it all you got. Once you find out how tasty these apples are, you'll have to stop yourself from stealing more, just like me. Crap, I shouldn't have said that much. I need to change my approach pronto.
Need some spices, perhaps?
I love stealing food. Just say that to the damn heavens. And then we run all the way over here for the big man himself.
Hey, if it isn't my favorite Spriggan and company. Get a load of all this. Get a load of this. My pride and joy is ready to be unleashed upon the city. You all will be in for one hell of a show. More than you can possibly imagine. It'll shock and amaze you in ways you didn't even know were shockable. Oh, Gaspard. Wouldn't want anyone moping over him, so I'm staying focused on delivering the glitziest, most glamorous show we've ever seen.
Yeah, that one dude in the back isn't going to be too happy about it. In those backyard, over by the guild.
As for what happened last night, well, I plan to say basically the same thing in my speech later. Rumors are already beginning to float around. The way I see it, people won't be able to enjoy the festival if they have any misgivings about it. That said, I always give my speeches off the cuff. No scripts for me. You gotta talk from the heart to reach people, in my opinion.
No, he's so real for that. If you're gonna speak, use your own words, man. Don't frickin'... I mean, if it's like something super, ooper, duper, yabooper important, then yeah, you might want to have some like lead on what you're going to do. But as a general rule of thumb, it has more weight if you're speaking from the heart.
Why don't we see?
The Bracer Guild. Coming, the dangerous giant monster, the Jahuna Frau, has appeared in the Sand Sea. Okay. So... Okay, I guess we just got nothing else to do. So I guess maybe that's all we had to do at the Sand Sea was just take it out, and we could have done it before that. Anyways, might as well finish everything in the what is this, cultural district? I don't really think of it as like a cultural district in name. Yeah, what the hell's going on with you, Shahina? You got approached by like the boss of Almada last night, and like, what's your deal?
Oh, hey guys, morning.
Good to see you're brimming with energy after all that craziness yesterday.
How are you doing, Sarah? Are you holding up too?
Yeah, I mostly feel fine after getting some sleep. Thanks for asking. But I've decided to have Shahina fill in for me at the parade anyway, just to be safe.
Sarah was just helping me put on the finishing touches to my act, as a matter of fact. Nothing bad will ever happen to this parade. Not involving me in particular.
You're gonna do great, Shahina. After all that practice you put in yesterday, there's no way you won't. Because as we know, a day of great practice makes more than a year's worth of crappy stuff.
Thanks, Fairy. You're right. I'm gonna go out there and blow everyone's minds. And by that I mean I'm gonna shoot everyone in the crowd. I'll show them a dance they won't ever forget. Date bayo.
Oh yeah? Someone's feeling fired up.
I mean, you saw it happen yesterday. Both me and my sister got kidnapped, not to mention all the other stuff. That had to literally be the nuttiest day of my entire life, no doubt. So you bet that I'm gonna make up for all that stress by making today the best day ever, by a long shot.
The first, here's my long shot.
I'm gonna be so good we won't have time to remember any of the bad stuff that's ever happened to us. Nobody will, because they'll all be dead. But it'll only happen if I give it my all. That's why I'm so amped up. Your resolve is truly admirable. With you there, I'm sure the parade will be spectacular. And Sarah, I want you to know you've got nothing to worry about. I can handle the spotlight. I'll shine as bright as the sun when I'm dancing on that float, just like you would. Brighter than anyone else around, in fact. Oh, shit. I don't know why. I wasn't even I was looking at the text box, but I thought it was about to switch voices after that. Brighter than anyone else around, in fact. You can count on it. Shahina, thank you. I'll be watching from the crowd rooting for you. Also, thank you so much for looking out for us. I know we've really put you through the ringer the last few days.
It's all good. We took this job knowing it might not be easy, but we'll see it through.
Are you taking on jobs for like 3 important groups in this? Actually, no, isn't... Yeah, 3. He's taking on a job for these 2. He's taking on a job for Judith and Nina, and he's taking on a job from Prince Sharid. Not to mention, as a side quest, he also took on a job from Gotti, but that one's already completed.
There is one thing I want to make clear, Shahina. We've done our best to minimize any uncertainty going on into today. I can't promise that the film festival will go completely without a hitch. But I can promise that, whatever happens, we'll take care of it one way or the other. So don't worry about what might happen. Leave the what-ifs to us. You both go out there and live it up like you should.
You bet. Thanks, Van. Yes, thank you, Van. Knowing you're here is so reassuring. I know I can trust you.
I just hope I'm imagining things either way. Well, all we can do is focus on the here and now. Whatever happens, happens.
Van's intuition is kind of insane. The fact that Aaron had no idea that... Fee was in that elevator earlier, and Rosette only knew because of like investigative shards or something like that. But Van just kind of knew. Like, that guy just had an idea. Like, his intuition is sharp as like a wolf's nose or something like that. Like, man knows stuff.
I'll be honest, it's a little tough handing over the reins to Shahina for the parade, even if Mr. Gotti and Prince Sharid are okay with it. And it's a real big responsibility for her. Between you and me, I'm a little anxious, to say the least.
Whoa, what happened with the lighting there?
But after watching her practice, I know she's got what it takes. If someone has to take over for me, I'm glad it's her. She's going to be great. You guys have nothing to worry about. I'll shine just as bright in that parade as my sister can. It's easy for me to forget sometimes, but I know just how much Sarah has struggled to make sure we make ends meet. So getting on that float is the least I can do to pay her back. I'm gonna dance so hard it'll be an even better show than she'd put on. I'm not jealous at all. I'm not trying to upstage her. Nothing bad would ever happen today.
Whatever you say.
The real question is what the hell is gonna go wrong, honestly. Have not entered here yet. There we go. Oh shit, we got a lot of people here.
Van, everyone. Excellent timing. I was just about to come talk to all of you.
Prince Sharid, and Najeh's with you too.
Not to mention our 2 favorite actresses.
And even Sylphid. It's a party.
That's quite the crew you've got here, Your Highness. What's the occasion?
Well, His Highness invited us over.
We figured taking a bath here would be a nice way to freshen ourselves up for the parade and the award ceremony. As for me, I wanted to take a dip at least once while I was here. Well, I was here anyway, so I was hardly about to say no.
But, as nice it is to be accompanied by such lovely ladies, it'd be a bit lonely in the men's bath, so I wanted to invite you all as well.
We appreciate the offer. What do you say, Mr. Arkwright? We do still have time to spare before the parade officially begins.
You bet we're coming in. What a dream of missing something like this. Not every day you get to rent out an entire bathhouse after all. It'll take just about any excuse as long as it gets you in the door, huh?
Well, Van's not wrong, is he?
Hell yeah, he is. Int.
This is the spot.
Aaron's here sitting like, man, I'm sitting 2 seats away from a royal bod. Something about having an entire bath to yourself really just makes all your aches and pains melt away. Aches and pains? Man, you're old as dirt if you're talking like that. Today's only just begun, Gramps. And yet I know exactly what that means. My schedule is usually more hectic than you might think. Times like this where I can relax, unwind, and unburden our precious commodity. Yeah, I can bet. I mean, you probably make... He feels like kind of Olivier adjacent, and the fact that he probably makes as much fun as he can wherever he can, but he's still probably a busy dude in general. Well, I mean, I guess Olivier wasn't busy for a decent amount of time considering his traipsing around in Liberl, but you know what I mean. It's an opportunity to re-examine myself, inside and out, washing everything away and becoming a new me in turn. See, this man here, he understands. That's exactly it, Your Highness. I've always felt that way. Bathhouses definitely serve a social function, but they're first and foremost a place to engage with yourself, at least in my opinion. What, do you mean like jacking off? No, I don't! Just so. With a mindset like that, I can definitely see you going far in life, Van. I mean, have you look at this guy? He's kind of got connections all around the world. Seriously, is there any people you don't know? Like, you probably have connections at even, like, Arteria, right? Orid? Remiferia? Liberl? Yeah, great. As if one old fart in my life wasn't enough, now I get to share a bath with 2 of them. Bro's just saying this to royalty. Like, he's saying this to a prince. Forget all that meditative shit. Let's have some fun. Little test of endurance. Who's in? Didn't you hear a word I said? This is a sacred place. This is not somewhere you can just screw around and... Actually, I quite like that idea. Nothing like a friendly bout to bring 2 souls together in spiritual harmony. I don't know about spiritual whatever, but at least I gotta take her. What about you? 2 chicken shit to take me? Not that I blame you when it's clear as day which of us has more stamina. In bed? What? I mean, if you're up for it. Don't get so full of yourself, kid. Alright, you want to play? I'll play. Excellent. Finally, an opportunity to settle our unfinished business from back in the Sand Sea. Well, Judith, are you okay there? She just did like the most lightning fast squat known to man. The girl just like stood up and down within like a fraction of a second. As ever, I can hear our mighty men getting rowdy on the other side. Oh, for the love of... Mend my foot. They may as well be a bunch of kids. I'm gonna have to report this to His Highness's sister later. Probably for the best. She at least sounds like she's got her act together. Glad someone out there can make a dent in them. Speaking of someone making a dent, Judith, I noticed you've warmed up to Van and his assistants. How did that happen? Are you out of your mind? Exactly how do I look like I've warmed up to them? It's just a feeling I have. Oh, shut up. Don't give me that cheeky smile and a giggle. No, girl is not aware. I'm still wondering when she's gonna join. Like, I honestly can't tell if it's gonna be at the end of this chapter or if it's gonna be even farther down the line. Because we are getting a decent delve into her, but I don't think we're gonna have enough time in the remainder of this chapter to get like a delve into what the deal with Grimcat is, or anything like that. I think that this is like compared to chapter 1 and 2, I think this chapter is gonna end up being a lot of like more setup. Like it's gonna be set up for introducing characters, giving more context to them, but not having like any super deep dives. Like, I think the only ones that we're getting deep dives for are the ones that are specifically for this area, like Gotti, Shahina, Sarah, Sharid. I don't know. Sharid and Najee, I mean, they're probably going to show up in different games. Like, I assume that we're probably going to end up going to, like, a country that they'd be more entwined with, like Elsheim or something like that. So that's what happened to Ida. Thanks for filling me in. I really appreciate it. Even after reading the guild report and talking to Alvis about it, something about it just didn't add up. Sounds like she was an amazing woman right to the very end.
Yeah, she was.
I really admired her. I was really hoping to get together with her, Zeno, and Leo one of these days. It's not enough to lose the boss. She had to up and go too, I guess.
I'm sorry, Fee.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry for getting all gloomy there. Besides, it wasn't all lost for either of us.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, she was something of an old sister to both of us, yeah? That gives us a personal connection, and now we're coming together because of it. I don't know about you, but I feel like what we have could turn into something special. Sister of my sister is my sister.
Yeah, you're right. Same here. Ida talked about you too, you know. I think she also wanted to see you again. I can't imagine this is how she ever thought we would meet up. But I'm so glad we got to talk. This has been great.
I'm glad you think so too. I know I'm no replacement for Ida, and I don't want to be either. But I am a former Jaeger. From what I've seen, I get the feeling our combat styles line up pretty well. So if you ever want any questions or stuff, just ask. I'll be more than happy to talk.
Really? That'd be awesome. Thanks, Fee.
In that case, can I ask you something right now? Oh wait, sorry, that was the other way around. Sure, what is it?
You see, there's something that's been bothering me ever since we came in here. All the other girls are, what's something Aaron would say, packing heat or something like,
oh my god.
How can I be like all of them?
Okay, that's about the last thing I was expecting you to ask.
I'm sorry, do you think there's no hope for me?
Well, it's true that Nina and Judith are really beautiful, and the other girls are easy on the eyes too. Still, I don't think we've got anything to worry about. You still got a lot of time to grow. You'll get there.
You really think so?
Think so? I know so. I used to be pretty similar to you until I had a growth spurt right around the time I turned 18.
Hey, you two, mind if I join you?
And there's the other girl. Oh god, Fee's about to comment and be like, yeah, see, look, she's only 16 and look at her, something like that. I was, you know, to an extent, I'm glad the game mentioned it itself, because I did recognize the fact that Fee has grown in that area, but I didn't want to mention it because, you know, it's still kind of, she's on the younger side, so that's kind of iffy.
Oh, I hope I grow to be just like Agnes one day.
Quick question, Agnes. You go to Aramis, yeah?
Yes, I'm a first year there.
Dang, a first year and you're already like that. Remind me of a certain class president I know. Comparing her to Emma? That's wild, Fee.
Class president? Why?
It's nothing really. Anyway, Fairy, getting back to our discussion. Truth be told, it's also important to know your limits and recognize you won't have everything others do. It's part of being an adult. Alright. Just telling her, you know what? Looking at that, no, you're screwed.
That's not what you said before!
What are you two talking about?
Forget it, it's got nothing to do with you.
I can't even begin to imagine what it's like having the things that you do. Why do I suddenly feel like the odd one out? I don't think you're really the odd one out. How could I lose to a punk ass like him? Guess your age is catching up to you, huh, Gramps? What show of stamina did they even do? Wish I could say you were wrong, but... Well, I, for one, had a fine time, even if I was the first one to lose. Thank you for joining me, both of you. We'll have to do this again sometime. This communing as men. Buddy, if you want to commune as men, I know some good monasteries of the night if you catch my drift. Well, that sounds like a grand idea. Count me in. Your Highness, I urge you to consider your position before making such commitments. Pardon me, I was merely kidding, of course. Yes. No problem. I'll have to be sneaky to make sure you don't get caught by your scary-ass bodyguard. Don't give the guy any ideas. I really wouldn't push your luck when it comes to that woman.
For silly as those guys can be, at least they seem to be having fun. True, but I don't know if we should be especially happy about it in this case.
Anyway, I think we're gonna chill here a little longer before we head out. We're counting on you guys to get us through the parade and everything else. Don't let us down. Not to worry. With us on security, everything's under control. You two ladies just focus on putting on a good show. And that they shall. And now we have to talk to everyone! Weepy! More dialogue!
It's so important to relax when you can. That soak in the baths really helped me soothe my body and mind. I said that backwards. I just hope that Shahina's not too nervous going into this parade. It's a lot to have foisted onto her all of a sudden. No, I have to believe in her. In fact, I do. Judith and I both know she can do it. Everything's gonna be just fine.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed! It was nice of the prince to invite us here. Finally got to take a load off my shoulders for a little bit. We're all ready for the parade on our end, so until things kick off, I'm gonna take it nice and slow. Save my stamina for what's to come.
Right.
Smart idea. We could hear His Highness loud and clear, all the way on the woman's side. You can and should tell the prince off when he starts to get out of hand in such situations as that. You have my permission, in fact. Doing so will not offend the royal family. If anything, he could stand to be more disciplined, like the Prince of Ereboni is said to be. Which prince are you referring to? Because that's depending on which one you're leaning towards, that's a big gap. I know it's not going to mean much coming from me after all that, but you never catch a break, do you? Must be hard looking after him. Oh no, it's all part of my job as his bodyguard. If anything, I consider it an honor to be able to serve someone as unique as His Highness. I feel like I need to see Naja meet up with Mueller, and I need them to just talk about their experiences with their respective princes. If you say so. Still looks like a tough job to me.
Najee was pretty quiet while we were all in the baths together. But she looked amazing. Holy smokes! Her body's unbelievable.
Oh yeah? You're telling me there's more than meets the eye underneath that trim suit of hers? Because now that you mention it, I can certainly believe it.
Indeed, I myself was quite impressed with her musculature, seeing it up close. You would not know it otherwise, but she clearly maintains an extensive routine. She was taught as a bowstring, with no slack at any point. I stay on top of my royal sword fighting training, that's why. I've never given much thought to my appearance, but it is a nice testament to my training to be complimented for the resulting physique.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. His sexual harassment did not get through the barrier. Now that the prince has had his fun and appears satisfied, it's time to return our focus to the task at hand. As representative of the principality, His Highness has spent much time and effort trying to get to the bottom of all these mishaps. I pray the event goes as planned and his work is rewarded. I know how much he's personally looking forward to it, but we'll see. Speaking of whom, that was quite the intense match we had in there. Such moments like that are why I love bathhouses such as this. Being among your peers in the buff and competing like that, you learn a lot about each other as men. You had an impressive size, by the way. I learned a lot about you two, alright. Especially just how much the old fart here is getting on in years. Yeah, laugh it up. Just remember, we're only 5 years apart. You'll be right in my shoes before you know it.
Do I even want to know what you three got up to in there?
Say Gex, Anyas. Say Gex.
What's Gex? Whatever is going on, we could certainly hear your voices on the other side, and it all sounded rather colorful.
Forgive our tomfoolery. That said, your whole group seems rather jovial then, even more than I initially surmised. Once these festivities are over and the case is truly behind us, I'd love to do this again. Not for business, purely for pleasure. Glad you enjoyed your company, Your Highness. Means a lot coming from a man of your stature. But if we're gonna have any more competitions, can't wait until I've trained up a little. I don't want to lose to this punk ass again. Somebody's a sore loser, huh? Accept your fate already, old fart. Your time has come and gone. Very well. I'll hold off on any more competitions until I've trained as well. But it is in the cards now. Remember that. Now that I've worked up as a decent sweat in those baths, it's time to turn my attention back towards the film festival in earnest. I am here on behalf of my father, after all. It's my responsibility to see this event through, especially in light of what's transpired. Luckily, my head feels so clear now that I'm confident I can give my speech clearly off the cuff. I won't need any script to back me up. Damn, you and Gotti doing a freaking handshake over that one. And last but not least, Fee. You boys sure got noisy over there. Whatever you think you three were doing, you sounded pretty into it. Not that I'm one to criticize. I've gotten up to my fair share of troubles like that before. I know how it goes. Yeah, I can imagine. Knowing the kind of company you've kept over the years. We had a nice time. I got to hear all kinds of stories from her about what Ida was like back in the day. Also, I got to talk about boobs. And she has so many interesting thoughts on Jaegers now that she's a bracer these days too. I love talking to her. I don't think what I had to share was that interesting, but I appreciate it. If my experiences can help you, then I'm content. Damn, were you guys talking about heavy shit that entire time while our dumbasses were horsing around? This feels like that one thing where it's just like, oh god. I don't know, it was like this one format where it's just like, where someone like asks a question, the other guy gives someone really deep. It's like, damn. I kind of feel like my answer's stupid now by comparison or something like that. Maybe it was like an Adventure Time clip or something like that. Not entirely. I would say the latter half of our time spent in the baths was spent discussing more typical concerns of young ladies. Rosette, don't say it like that. You're gonna give Aaron weird thoughts. Anyway, I'm glad I finally had a chance to sit down and spend some time talking to Fairy. It was a good reminder that we all owe it to Ida, too, to confront Almada. That was really cool. Talk to you.
Signed us with grace so humble Hammam with his presence. Oh, not to get nervous around someone with such a high profile.
You got a lot of high-profile places here, dude. You've also got Nina and Judith. Not to mention an A-rank, or B-rank bracer, sorry, not A-rank yet. Though I do feel like she's gonna be the next person to reach, like, you know, I forget who it was that was, like, the fastest to reach A-rank or something like that. I feel like she's about to even surpass them. Alright. Let's get the side quest before I end up going to the Sand Sea. Which also means we're going to talk to the few NPCs out this way. Thanks to Edith's police stepping in and helping out, the situation has calmed down a little. Personally, though, I'm still on edge. I still plan to take part in the Carnal cavalcade and we'll be getting ready for it soon. But I can't say I'm quite as excited as I might be, having to provide security from inside the parade. Makes sense. And I failed to do this on recording last time. Let's talk to the frickin' Valley girls over here. Things got so out of hand yesterday. I can't believe what I did. Oh, what does it matter? It can't get any worse now. Shayla's not sweating it. I've just got to roll with it the way she does. There's only one way to turn this whole mess around. Enjoy the film festival so much, I forget I ever embarrassed myself. Come on. Yeah, looks like we're not gonna get charged with anything for smoking those orbital hookahs. I was so scared for a minute there. Now with that weird feeling on my system, I can go back to enjoying the film festival like I was supposed to. The shop clerk said we'd be refunded and stuff for our trouble too, so no harm, no foul in the end, I guess.
Indeed.
Okay, they didn't have as much interesting stuff to say as I would have expected. I feel cheated now. Why were they like this? Oh, wait, we gotta run. Oh! The way over here. Because you! Oh, it's you guys. Thanks for saving me yesterday, you guys. When I got back, I passed out like a rock. I slept for so long, I was shocked to wake up and see the big festival was today.
Somebody got kidnapped. You don't sound too worse for wear.
You bet I'm not. A little shut-eye was all I needed to make that anxiety go away. I'm as good as new. Besides, I smell a big scoop waiting in this city. Even bigger than I figured. Something's out there, I can just feel it. Yeah, you're probably gonna see it within a few hours here. My business with Dingo can wait. I've got to get out there and do some digging. Wake up, get up. You know, you're tougher than you look, Mariel. Not losing heart after such a frightening experience. I'm impressed. Of course. Hard as a Rockness is my middle name. Or my 5 middle names, anyway. I'll keep hounding that guy for as long as it takes until he changes his ways. I'll never give up. Never surrender. Dingo seems to be pursuing the lead. Well, 2 can play at that game. I'll get my scoop and then he'll have to acknowledge me. Senpai will finally notice me after all this time. It definitely won't take it the entire arc or longer. With the prince and all those other bigwigs hanging around the hotel, there's just gotta be something juicy waiting to be unearthed. I already think that Marielle is one of my favorite, like, reporter characters in Trails. I don't know how high I'd put her. I'd say she's definitely, I like her more than Grace. I think I like her more than Vivi. Vivi's also very good, though. I'm not sure about Dorothy and Niall. Like, the OGs are very hard to surpass. Those 2 are very good. And I like Dingo a lot, too. I don't know where I'd place him, though. Maybe like right below Vivi or something right now, but he's still very nice. Bermati!
Tonight's the big bartender competition. I know exactly what kind of cocktail to make too. The problem is I can't get my hands on the ingredients in time. I was hoping to speak with all of you. I'll be waiting poolside at the Al Jumeirah Hotel.
Alright.
Looks like Bermati's got some work for us.
He's always so good to us. We should give him a hand.
And that we shall.
Bare skin as far as the eye can see.
I even paused that just at the right time for that line.
What's so special about bare skin? Aaron, don't answer that. And please watch what you say around the child,
He is not gonna watch what he says around the child. He never has and never will. That man is on a mission to stare at tits and ass. And hell, if he's lucky, maybe he'll get to stare at something even bigger. Well, not bigger, but more important. Bigger in the figurative sense, not in the literal.
Welcome to my adult oasis. Cheers to Tharbad.
Cheers.
Hell is fast. I didn't expect to see you, darling, so soon. Ugh. And I didn't expect to see a post from you. Why go through the trouble? You could have run me up directly. You know I wouldn't mind. I knew you were gonna say that. But it's important to do these things the right way. I want to ask your help as a proper job, not just as a favor to a friend. Even if I do a little bad dragging your sweethearts out here over something like this. Don't sweat it. Sounds like a real bind to be in on the day of your tournament.
May I ask what sort of cocktail you intend to make?
Of course, it'd be hard for you all to do your job otherwise. Essentially, the main task of the tournament has been announced, so contestants can plan ahead. The judges want us to come up with our own version of a Tharbad night. No prize for guessing what it's named after. Hell, it's a prize all on its own. I ordered that shit at the nightclub and it was great. Not too sweet, just the way I like it.
Wait, you mean the other night? Yes, Fairy, when the boys decided to have a nice fun night out on the town. Without us. By themselves.
Don't mind them, you were saying? You silly palms. Anyway, normally a Tharbad night is blue. Reminds me of the desert sky at night, you see. You even sprinkle in some gold leaf cut into the shape of stars for good measure.
I can see why they'd make a drink like that. The stars out in the desert are so pretty at night. Indeed, without the light pollution from urban areas, clear night skies can be breathtaking.
Exactly. It's a beautiful drink. You can see why they want us putting our own spin on it. For my part, I'm gonna give it a little intrigue, you might say. I'm going for the life of an information broker, and the sweet, calm night spent reveling in dangerous secrets, in drink form. And I'm going to do it by adding a red hue to it, turning it into a gradient.
Ooh, that sounds very pretty.
Wow, it sounds so mature. Makes me wish I was older so I could try it. It does sound fascinating, and like something only you can make, Bermati.
Oh, you too, sweet as grenadine. On that note, for the redness, I plan to use the juice of a red cactus. They're hard to find, but the color is perfect for my needs. With that, I'm going to accent it with some black pomegranate on top. And it's those two things you need us to fetch, right? Just so. Strictly speaking, it's by no means unheard of to find those things for sale in town. But like I said, red cactus itself isn't easy to get your hands on in the wild, so finding in a market can be dicey. And as for those pomegranates, I specifically want one from a luxurious kind grown in Valis known as Nocturnal Suns.
I have heard of those. They get their name for their shining black luster that makes them stand out even in the dark of night, supposedly. They certainly do. I'd have been more shocked if you, of all people, hadn't heard of it. Those fruits also only show up once in a blue moon, and if they're going to be anywhere, it'd be the bazaar in the cultural district. Unfortunately, my pickiness has come back to bite me, and I'm nearly out of time. You would think I'd know better, but at last here I am. I've dug my own grave, and now here lies Vermati. Rest in peace. Hey, nothing wrong with the one to put your best foot forward to win. Can't see this crazy attention to detail not paying off when the time comes. Even so, that does not change the fact that we have little time to spare if we are to track down these ingredients. Yeah, especially since we're running on a tight schedule. Gotta make a decision. Oh, we doing this. Ain't no way we ain't. Alright, we're in. You did a hell of a job analyzing that drug earlier. Least we can do is help you out. Oh, hush. That wasn't such a big deal. But thanks, Hut. I really appreciate it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Right now, we got squad. What are we supposed to start looking? Where are we supposed to start looking for these things anyway? Luckily for you, a merchant in town offered me some clues. For one thing, apparently red cactus only grows in a particular part of the Sand Sea. And that's why we grab all the side quests at once. A nasty part where the sandstorm tends to be brutal, no less, making it hard for anyone to step foot in it. The way he made it sound, it's always a challenge at best to harvest. If that is the case, it would be nice if we could somehow obtain that juice without having to venture out into the desert. Ugh. I think it would still be worth the trip, to be honest. It's risky, but it also seems like our best shot at success. Yeah, and we were out there yesterday. We know our way around. It'll be fine. It's just a desert. It's not like it's big or anything. Very well then. I will go along with this. So, to sum up, we'll find the red cactus in the desert and the pomegranates lurking in the bazaar, if Lady Luck's on our side. We can start with either one, whichever is easiest to get it to as we make our rounds across town. Thanks again, darlings. Don't feel like you have to go berserk just for a little old me, though. If it's too much, I'll live.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Now we got this shit covered. Alright. Over to the cultural district.
Time to depart.
One at a time here. Man, I like it.
Some spices, perhaps.
I've been watching a friend play Reverie, actually, which has been a nice reminder on some stuff. But the load times for Reverie for him are so abysmal, and I think it's partially because he like modded his like Steam copy or something like that, or maybe it's partially due to his PC or something like that. But the speeds on that were abysmal, and it's really making me appreciate how fast the load times are here. Like, we went from one zone to the other, and it took like what, 2 seconds for it to load? It's kind of crazy. Anyways, let's actually talk to you.
Can we talk?
Ay. Looking for a nocturnal sun. Is that to say we're not the only ones who have asked you about it? Another customer before you brought that. Oh, all 10 of them? All of them? Then does that mean you have no more left for sale? It's not your fault. We just got an urgent need for some, and we're trying to find some as quickly as we can. Luck just wasn't on our side this time. We'll try somewhere else. Thanks for your time. Sure. I don't see the harm in that. Basically. Yada 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 yabbity bada 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 ba. Felica, see if she'll have you some of her stock. She's the one who bought them from me. Felica, you said her name was. Where is she located? She runs an ice cream stand in the entertainment district. Regular customer of mine. If you tell her I sent you, maybe we'll help. Can't make any promises. We understand. Thank you for your advice. We sincerely appreciate it. What we can do now is attempt to negotiate and see what happens. Yeah, not like time's on our side here. We should run over to that stand. That cocktail's not going to fix itself. In any case, I agree with Aaron. Basically, the dude wants to get his drink on. Bro's helping for handouts. Big shock when it's coming from him. Yep. It took less than 2 seconds, bro. The load times are insane. I'm also playing on the PS5, so maybe that's also part of it. But like, damn, those load times go kind of crazy. Oh boy. Ah, this one.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Can we talk?
Here we are. Limited time flavor for my ice cream and making a killing selling to rich people with equally rich appetites. Sounds like you're a born merchant. I can respect the hustle. Make the real money? I'd be stupid not to have something lined up for the occasion. Anyway, what brings you guys here? You on the pomegranate hunt too? Sure, that makes sense. But I've got to make a living too, you know. I can't go around giving away ingredients like these for free. But if you were to sweeten the deal and make it worth my while, I'd be willing to consider giving you some. Go on a trade quest. Don't worry, we're not trying to be freeloaders. Tell you what if you go ahead and make some of this new flavor of yours and we'll give you an honest review of it? A taste test, huh? I assure you the insight we can offer would be quite valuable to you. Mr. Arkwright especially has a very refined palate for sweets. In fact, he's something of a celebrity for it in such circles. Wow, I didn't know he was that famous for it.
He's not. It's called upselling. Now zip it.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. This dude's got connections. He probably has connections to, like, some connoisseurs. Maybe that's why. Also, he has a shit ton of hobbies. Like, he has a shit ton of hobbies. I could see him being into that type of stuff. The dude's into cars. He's into... crap. He's into cards. He's into sweets. He's into... various other things. I came up with, like, a list of it with a friend a while back. There's like 6 or 7 major hobbies this guy has, and I'm just blanking on all of them now, of course, when the time comes. If your review really impresses me, 3 of you step up and tell me what you think.
Sounds good to me. Let's do this. You only offer to tell her what you think because you want to taste that ice cream for yourself, don't you? Be honest.
Shut up.
No, I don't, punk. Whatever you say, Chief. May other kids be the other 2 reviewers.
Really? Are you sure? That sounds like a really big responsibility. I don't know if I can give a useful review off the cuff like that.
That is not a problem. You don't need to take it that seriously. Simply give her an honest opinion Simply giving her an honest opinion will be helpful, I'm sure. Sorry, this freaking chair is really acting up right now, and I'm trying to keep it in place, and it's not cooperating. Give me a sec here. Alright. Several minutes later, Van, Anyas, and Fairy received their ice cream and gave it a taste test.
It's so sweet yet kind of sour. I love it.
It has a really good balance between sweetness and sourness. I could see this being a really great flavor to have during the summer. Other than that, oh, and they have to turn to him. Well...
This girl's basically got it in one. This is an incredible, refreshing taste that goes perfectly with Tharbad's hot climate. I could have it over and over again, easy.
Yeah? That's great. That's exactly what I was gunning for when I came up with this recipe. Here's a question for you. Are you using pure fruit juice for this ice cream? Yeah, that's right. Why do you ask?
So, I think you got the sweetness right, but it could be taking better advantage of the sharp sourness from the pomegranate. Have you thought about adding some pulp to your mix? It'd probably help change up the texture, too.
I did try that, and you're not wrong. It did add a nice accent. The problem is, even when I do that, it's still not punchy enough.
What about the seeds, then?
I've never heard of mixing seeds into ice cream. Won't they be too hard and make it taste tart?
Nah, think about it. The thing about black pomegranates is, they like hot and dry weather. The fruit itself is big, while the skin is shallow and the seeds are small and soft. Something like a nocturnal sun. You can eat the seeds whole, no problem. They're actually not tart at all, quite the opposite. They smell nice and nutty. You get that in there, I think you'll achieve an accent that offers the full pomegranate experience.
Interesting. I hadn't given it so much consideration. Alright, you win. Thanks for such detailed advice. Would 3 pomegranates be enough for you? More than enough. Are you sure you don't mind? Nah, a promise is a promise. How could I deny you guys anything after getting schooled so thoroughly? Yes, we did it, Anyas. I think Van gets most of the credit for this one, Fairy. No, those from the hip reactions helped a lot too, girls. I'm glad you enjoyed the ice cream. That's what counts. Now I can make the perfect ice cream that'll really bring in those high-flying customers. I wish you luck with your new ice cream. I'm sure it will be a great success. Ah, thank you. Tell your bartender friend I hope these pomegranates help him make something special too. I'll be rooting for him. Will do. You're doing him a real solid. We appreciate it, and we'll get out of your way now. There we go. Find the red cactus to the sand sea. And yet again, I don't even have to do anything because it'll just load in one. Yeah, I don't even have to count, bro. It's just that easy. It's as shrimple as that. Oh my god, we gotta travel far, dude.
The wind flow is different today. It's blowing in a completely different direction.
That may be a sign that the sandstorm has moved elsewhere.
Ah, that's a kind of cool. Yeah, man, we are just traversing far for this. Thank God there's turbo. Knowing that there wasn't any in like the JP release is kind of insane. Not having turbo for this, like imagine, oh, I actually never got a chest here. Huh.
Looks like some good loot.
Burning verse. Like imagine just having to run at this speed the entire way and think about how far I gotta go this way. It would take me like even at this speed, it would take me like so long, you know? Luckily, I can just cut out even more. Hi there. Whoa. Actually, hold up. That thing's a bit strong for my taste. I don't know about this one, Chief. Damn, that thing's got some large melons.
Deploying shards, whatever you need.
Level 36, eh?
Chance for a shard boost.
A chance for a shard boost. Right.
Keep it up. It's working.
Initiating drive.
Chakrams.
Sorry for that.
Now
All right.
time to boost.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do.
Loading enemy stats.
Ma na 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 na.
I'm ready. Then! Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Yeah, I get it.
Cypher ahead. There.
Deal with all that.
Activating skill.
Acid Cloud.
Here
And
goes.
actually didn't do too bad of damage, all things considered.
Activating skill.
What do you got? Butterfly
I
Quad.
won't let this chance slip by.
Oh, hold up, I can do this.
Mr. Wayne.
Aw, mother hecker. Game, why must you do this?
Here goes. What a way to go.
Oh,
I have to do
shit.
something.
I didn't realize that was like that. Oh,
Great circle of
I
light.
fell for the classic wild rage tactic.
Boost gauge limit increased.
I suggest we strike now.
This'll hurt.
I can't do that. All right. Chakrams.
Let this chance slip
Can you
by.
like not?
Have some more.
Mr. Wayne.
Activating skill.
All right. Well, that actually kind of worked. So that's surprising.
Activating skill. It's done.
All you on, yes. Thanks, pal.
I won't let this chance slip
Fuck. I hate how that
Chance
works.
for a shard boost.
It is not a fun way to go about it. I cannot lie.
Activating skill.
All you on, yes.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
All right, get fucked.
Brace yourself.
Beep bop boop beep bop bada 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 boo yappa.
Fans alive. Raid.
Get him out.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
I still haven't turned up the difficulty from last time I realized, but you know, who cares? It's not like I'm doing a main quest then, so I don't really care as much as I would otherwise. Okay, let me...
I won't let this chance slip by.
Why is there only things that hit one person? Can I...
Some elements look effective.
Do I not have a button to, like, swap my party members or anything? I thought I guess I don't.
Some elements look effective.
Why do we go backwards on that? Oh, wait, no, I do. There it is. Hold up.
The rest is up to you. I'm on the scene.
Okay. Oh, wait, did that cost?
It's working.
Did that cost shit for me to do? That's interesting if so. Anyways, Tiro Bomb on Anyas.
There. You saved me. A chance.
Okay, cool. We're chilling. White heal. And it was a crit heal, thank God.
Full boost.
It's been the first time I've used Fairy in a while, honestly.
Breathe on to us.
Which, you know, she's not a bad character by... Well, I don't know. I know that she's called a bad character, but she has some good stuff. Is there anything I haven't used it for? Have I ever used this?
Here's Guardian Blade. Slice them up.
Yeah, that's definitely new.
Activating skill.
Ignis Rampage. Da na 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 da do 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 do. Okay, let's see here. What else we got?
Time to go all out. Won't give up.
Okay, and then let's just go.
Maximum.
And bye.
Activating skill.
End of the line.
Yeah.
You're finished.
Get him out. Bye bye.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I can explain.
Boost level. Activating skill.
Ideal. Just boost the hell out of yourself. There we go. Easy peasy. Ignore the fact that I'm only on normal difficulty.
Well, what'd you expect?
I don't know what I expected on Assault.
Well done, everyone.
Right? And we just get it like that. Easy peasy. Still haven't reached the next thing for Gray. Alright, level.
That one's a single element slot.
What was this? Preemptive charge strike damage by 20%. Intriguing.
That one's a single element slot. That one's a single element slot.
That one's a single element slot. Did you know that? Did you know that game? Increases wind.
Maintenance mode activated.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Maintenance mode activated.
Maintenance mode engaged. That one's
All right,
a
let's
single
just-
element slot.
Maintenance mode activated. Maintenance mode activated.
Maintenance
Maintenance mode activated.
Let's just put this here instead. Nothing too complex here. Yeah, still got a lot of shit to check here. There is the red cacti. Anything else around here? Is it just that? Just the edges of the map here. Seems like we're all chilling. Red cactus. Sweet. We should harvest a bunch of it and make a killing back in town. Don't even think about it, pal. Let's limit ourselves to a small portion and be on our way. There we go. Great, now we've got both of our ingredients. We should be good to go. And back we go. I do really love the theme for, like, the festival. I've referenced Stardew Valley a few times during this due to the President Dylan, but this, like, the specific use of the synth in the song really does sound like something I'd hear in that game. You're back? How did you sweethearts do? We did great. Everything you want is right here. You better be grateful, man.
Arusha's wings. You don't have to be such a jerk about it, Aaron.
Look, I just want a little appreciation for having to haul this shit all the way back, okay? Yeah, thanks for being our pack mule, sport. You give the man his ingredients. Wow, you darlings really did get them for me.
Please feel free to inspect everything to make sure it is all in order.
Oh, it's fine. You did all great. These are perfect. I couldn't be happier. Thank you all so much. You must be exhausted after that running around. Look, you're all still half buried in sand.
That's okay. We're just glad to hear we did well.
That you have. Now that you've done your part, it's my turn to deliver some results so all the blood, sweat, and tears weren't in vain. And I'll start with a little test run and mix the drink I plan to enter right here. Would you all be so kind enough to taste it for me? Hell yeah! I'll take as many free drinks as you want to throw at me. Sucks to be you, small fry.
So what if you're old enough to drink? You don't have to rub it in.
For a couple of people who just went walking around in blazing ass heat, you sure don't sound worse for wear somehow. What a miracle. Most of us still are not dressed whatsoever to be in this area. And here we are. Wow. I call it a Charme de la Noix. As I said, it's intended to invoke a quiet, sweet night. The kind you might spend, say, trading in dark, dangerous secrets. Damn, that grating you've pulled off looks killer.
The nocturnal sun adorned on top is also a very pleasing touch. It looks perfect. It came out just like you said it would.
We don't know that for sure yet. Van Hun, I'll let you have the honor of being the first to taste it. Please, go on, you've earned it. Can't say much for day drinking, but I suppose this counts as part of the job. Well, bottoms up.
Damn, they actually put in the effort to give physics to that drink. I'm impressed.
That is good. Real good. Crisp sweetness, comforting sourness. It's sublime, Bramati.
Like the fact that you can actually see it jiggling slightly even there.
You can taste the black pomegranate too, and the grainy texture it adds is a fun touch. Sounds like I have a winner then. That's a relief. But it only turned out so well because of everyone's hard work today. Thank you all again. I can now enter the tournament tonight at my absolute best. Damn right you can. I absolutely mean it when I say it that with skills like yours, you're gonna knock 'em dead. Fingers crossed. I don't intend to pull any punches, that's for sure. I'm in it to win. Okay, great. The old man's at his turn. Now when am I gonna get in on the action, huh?
I wish I could have some.
Oh, no need to be so sad. I'm making some for everyone. Of course, the ones for the miners here will be a little less twisty.
Yay! That's more like it. Thank you, Bramati. I'm glad you won't have to miss out after all, Fairy.
What about you, Rosette? Want a sip?
I suppose I can accept a drink given the occasion. Although I would ask that mine be non-alcoholic as well, seeing as I'm on active duty.
So it's just the two guys? Soon enough, however, they got back to work.
That was a real sweet side quest. Again, just more great characterization and whatnot. Still? It's gotta be like over the edge by this point, right? Like, come on. We should be at level 4, I would think. I forget. Wasn't there a way to check that stuff, or am I stupid? I mean, I am stupid, that's aside, so it's kind of aside the point, but you know what I mean. Okay, no, alignment 4 is what I'm working towards. I don't know what the maximum alignment is still, though. Damn. All right. And with that, I think it's finally time to hit up the plot. I want to get Rosette back in the party. I feel like having her as the lead when it's her introductory chapter just makes sense. But who do I want to dip? And we already know it's Fairy. I'm not going to try to hide it. I still enjoy using her, and she has great uses, like the fact of how she gets her S-craft back so fast. She has decent crafts and whatnot. Was it only that? Yeah, I guess we only had one more location to go. Alright, well shoot. Let me get a drink first. Non-alcoholic, by the way, it was just water. Oh, I can just walk in here. I thought this would be one of the ones where I would just get bombarded the second I did. Hey, keep your hands off the prize there, pal. Yeah, you better keep that in the air. Hey, you're dipping too close there. I had a friend, always handsome, but never would imagine he was working with criminals. Used to hard to put into words. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. I wonder if Gotti will end up taking over the company. That seems like the most likely thing, but God knows what'll happen if you leave a guy like that in a presidential position. Happen to a president, what's gonna happen to the company now? Put on the festival regardless. President's killer is still on the list too. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. And the duo. Hey, Gumshoe. Any progress in your investigation?
Hey, don't talk to me like that, pal.
It's you again? Where do you get off? What makes you think I have anything to tell you about? What makes you think I have to tell you anything about how my work is going, huh? Well, he gets off to. I'm not even gonna finish that one. I mean, we are the first ones to find that dude. We can't act like we've got nothing to do with this case. It's slow going. We still only know the name of our culprit, Melchior. And obviously, that's only because he wrote it himself. That's a shame. We was hoping you boys would have found some leads on where the scumbag might be lurking, but guess not. We don't. We still haven't been able to ascertain how he broke into the building and then subsequently got out. We were able to confirm from the files left behind that the victim had connections with organized crime. But aside from that grisly graffiti, the perp hardly left a trace of evidence. Could he used camouflage? Whoever he is, it's clear he's a skilled assassin who knows his business. That's spooky, Melchior. It would seem finding him will not prove an easy task. It's not like I really expected the cops to turn up anything in the first place. Well, excuse the hell out of us! I had to leave my girlfriend high and dry to investigate the scene, you know. I'm doing my best here. I wasn't trying to mock you, man. I'm just saying that's the sort of slippery bastard we're dealing with. Sounds like this isn't your first run-in with this Melchior character, Putting that aside, the perpetrator remains at large. You know, we kind of made a point about, like, Anies, like, defended Van, saying that he wouldn't work with Almada and stuff like that. And while it is very sweet, I do wonder what type of unscrupulous people he has worked with. Because he's worked with, like, the likes of Ouroboros, it seems, with, like, with dealing with Walter and whatnot. So I'm kind of curious. Can only hope nothing happens during the film festival. That reminds me, I heard you kids were helping out with security on the parade. Is that true? More or less. I wouldn't say it's anything official as much as it's just something we'll be doing as part of our assignment, but yeah. I realize it might be too late to say this, but don't go stepping into anything too dangerous out there, understand? Leave that kind of work to police professionals. We can handle it. We appreciate the advice, Inspector. Thank you. What she said. I'll keep it in mind. Come on, like hell you're going to. What am I gonna do with you all? Detectives, please do stay safe. I really do wonder when we're gonna get around to having like big stuff happening. I've mentioned it before, but I feel like near the end of the game, because, you know, we have our hub world of Edith and whatnot, and we're slowly getting more and more districts added to it each chapter. I do wonder if by the end, like, the entire chapter is just gonna take place within Edith and whatnot, and we're just gonna go to like a bunch of small places within it. There's also that park that we went to at the start of this chapter, which is very interesting. It's wild to think that was this chapter with how long ago it happened. I mean, I guess it's what happens when I only record, like, when I am just recording once a day or less. You know, I am only doing like 1 or 2 hour recordings, and even with cutting out, it's probably more like, I don't know, 2.5 hours at most that I'm playing. Okay, We finished making our rounds. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. Not much else to do now except chill and wait for the parade to start. Wait for the parade from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. Interesting. And then we can talk to you two again. Great goddess, I never expected things to take a turn like this. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying the film festival with my girlfriend right now. And here I am doing the exact opposite. I'm in it deep now. I'm gonna have to do something big to make it up to her. Poor dude. Oh yeah, I heard you guys were the one who managed to apprehend the Devency brothers. Not that this changes my opinion of you, mind you. I'm just glad we have one less hassle to take care of right now. I won't deny that you all were helpful in obtaining evidence for the Orbital Hookah case. I'll grant you that much. But that doesn't mean you can stick your noses into whatever police business you like. Especially not a murder case. Go play bodyguard or whatever else it is you're doing and leave the police work to the professionals. Understood. Crystal. He did mention his girlfriend, who I did talk to off camera. Take care of it. Detectives can be busy. I just want to put this out there. Don't want him like, I just want to point that out because it's nice that she's understanding about the whole thing. You know, she kind of knows what she was getting into when she ended up dating a guy like him. When you date someone with like that type of job and they just have to get pulled away for reasons beyond control. Also, man, I've mentioned a lot of like the generic NPCs. This is another one that really stands out. This lady has got that fit on. Head to toe, she is dripped out in that red and black. I mean, it's like, I don't know what shade of red you'd call that. It's a type of red, but I'm not really sure specifically what. All right, first off, let me actually turn the difficulty back up since we're actually about to enter plot again. And then I'll save the game and get another drink. I'm determined to do a long recording tonight, and that means that I need to get drinks of water whenever I can. Travel menu. Ah, here we go. That's an interesting way to do it. But why does it just say 4 SPG there? That's kind of interesting, huh? Wait until the parade begins. Oh boy, I'm gonna regret this. Stuff is about to go terribly. I can already feel it in my bones. We finish our business, we might as well chill and wait for the parade to start. I can imagine they're gonna have some like cool mocap stuff or like actually have some cool scenes here, but I feel like it's definitely gonna get interrupted by Almada. I'm still wondering what those two in the strip club were all about. Like, I'm so sure that they're enforcers. I should look into someone real quick, actually. All right, I've got a list of a pin that I got in a Discord server from a friend. So the enforcers in the Trails series, I won't go over everyone that already exists, but there's a pin for the ones that have not been revealed at the point that I know. Because they're all based on the tarot cards, right? There's quite a few. There's quite a few that have not been revealed properly. There is number 3, which is the Empress, who goes by the title of Golden Butterfly. Has not been properly revealed, but, you know, that's something for me to keep in mind. There's also tarot number 4, the Emperor. There's the Hierophant, which is 5, Chariot, which is 7, Justice for 11, Hanged Man for 12, Temperance for 14, Tower is 16, the Moon for 18, Judgment for 20, and the World for 21. I'm not really worried about like the super late ones, because the latest that's been seen in chronologically is the Sun, which is number 19. So, you know, they're based on the order that they join. So if I'm thinking about the two that we saw, you know, the two in the strip club there, they didn't look like they were super old. So obviously, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They were, because number 2 was Louve, who was very, like, the time slot for when enforcers join is a very weird thing to think about because of like, you get like a general gist of like when how long Ouroboros could have been around and things like that, but it's a bit interesting to think about it as a whole. If I had to guess, Like, I'm just taking a shot in the dark from the ones that I know that we haven't done. You know, they could still not be enforcers, but I just kind of want to throw this out there because I know that it's a new arc. They've got to have at least one new enforcer or Anguis or something like that, right? So my thought is that I'm thinking that oh my god. Okay, I don't think it would be Judgment or the World. Those ones are like way too late, and I feel like the World is going to be like, when they make the last enforcer, it's going to be someone like really important. And it's going to be someone, I think it's going to be like a pre-existing character or something that just becomes it out of nowhere or something like that. Or gets like scouted by the society or something. If I had to guess, I could see like maybe, the thing is, I don't really know the symbolization of a lot of the tarots, so I don't really know where to go. I just know what the list is and that there's that many left. Like, there's a lot of ways that could go. I'm not even gonna put forth one. I just kind of want to get that out there. Like, that's just kind of stuff that's at the back of my mind that I have to keep in mind. Because obviously they're not gonna all even show up in this arc. There's only gonna be like a few ones they show at most, probably. Because no matter what they say about this series, I don't think they're gonna end as fast as they're trying. They're trying to like end the series before the older people in the company retire and things like that. They're trying to end the series by like 2030 or something like that. It is not happening, bro. You've got 5 years to end this series, and it's like, there's so much left to go. It's not happening, bro. Might as well chill and wait for the parade. Okay. Main story will advance, unfinished quest will disappear. I'm still under the impression that those two are enforcers. I don't know what if I knew more about tarots, I'd try to take a wild guess based on their appearances. But basing on appearances is just like, it would just be a random shot in the dark. None of them really match. I feel like only a few of them actually match, and it's only simple ones like McBurn being the magician or something like that, because, you know, he just uses flames. He throws flames. He's a wizard. Anyways, time for plot. I've done enough. Noon on the dot, eh? Man, it's been a while since I've seen this type of presentation. Oh, let's go. We're still doing still images. We've learned a lot of tech. We have not learned how to make a character on a monitor move.
I'm happy to say that the Carnal Cavalcade is officially ready to kick off.
Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Yeah! Oh, there he is.
Before we begin, I have a very important announcement to make.
President Dillon pissed on my wife.
Some of you may have heard rumors going around. Last night, Gaspar Dillon, CEO of Vegas Films, sadly passed away unexpectedly. I'm not at liberty to disclose what took place. I'm sure more details will be revealed at a later date. Now, I understand that some people may object to us moving forward with the festival. However, Gaspar was a man of his industry. He wanted this event to succeed as much as anyone. That's why we've decided to proceed, to fulfill his wish. We hope you all can understand.
Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you. I appreciate it. The growth of our film industry owes a lot to the prosperity of our country in recent times.
I kind of really like Gotti. Like, he's one of those characters where you kind of feel like he would end up being a bad guy, but he's just like, no, he's just kind of a sleazeball.
There are some skeptics out there who say once the good times come to an end, we'll become divided all over again. But I'm sure you all know as well as I do that when it comes to the silver screen, race, ethnicity, and nationality don't matter a bit. Everyone in the audience is equal and gets to enjoy the greatest experience we can offer. Gaspar Dillon left his dream unfulfilled.
Sorry, I keep accidentally pressing L2.
This little show business of ours will reach heights he scarcely dared to hope for.
I wonder if there is like a frame where there's nothing here. Like when I do this, I mean, it does clear up. I do really like that they have this and I can just get rid of the majority of the UI. Though I do also kind of wish that it would just go farther down. That like the backlog thing would be in like the very bottom left or something, just so I could get like easier thumbnail material, but it's whatever. I love you, Mr. Connie. I can't wait to see your next movie.
All right, enough rambling from me. It's time for everyone to relax and forget their troubles. Bathe in this sea of beauty that makes even the goddess herself blush.
You know, it's funny. When like this dude was first introduced and they said that they were putting on the Tharbad Film Festival, they really did kind of make it in a way like, oh yeah, he's just gonna rig it and have his own people win everything. But no, the dude's kind of just, you know, he's just doing it for the love of the game here.
That's right. I'm talking about all these gorgeous girls I have with me who've descended upon Tharbad, the city of pleasure.
Pleasure. Oh shit, that's what they had covered up. Holy.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Get ready for the ride of your
God
lives.
damn, Judith.
Here we go!
Here we go. Yay. Wait, is that the fucking opening theme? Whoa! This is incredible! Where's that girl on stage? She wasn't in the performing list. Dude, that dude. That's Salvatore Gotti for you. All needed is a reach to dazzle you for Selge. Your sister's real into it too. Yeah, she really is. I'm so proud of you, Shihina. You worked hard for this. Surely nothing's gonna go wrong with her. Fee's keeping an eye. Yep, keeping an eye out. Everything's on your end. Nothing unusual to report, although... Whoa, Shihina and all the other girls look awesome! And we got the blue and red over here. Nothing to report at points E or F either. This is quite the impressive procession, however. It's straddling the line between wholesome and frisky. Should be pretty entertaining me if you ask me. Anyway, is your little thing with Van gonna be enough? Yes, it's only for insurance, but it should suffice for our needs if it comes to it. I really do need to listen to the opening again, but, you know, I have to wait until I get far enough into the game that I can actually watch it all. From the look of things, I should be able to give my father a glowing report. Najee, I think it's time we make our way over to the hotel. As you wish, Your Highness. Oh, fuck, there he is. Damn, Sharid noticed that shit. He's like, what the hell? Oh, what is that dude gonna do? Oh, and there's the other two. They're here too.
10 years. A whole decade since I grafted those disparate branches together.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that part of a motif. Wait, is she the golden butterfly? She literally has butterfly motifs on her outfit. I almost considered that, but I was like, no, she has a black outfit, but she does have technically, I guess you would call those lines like gold, right? But then who's the man of facial hair? If she's the golden butterfly, that's only a potential. I don't know if that's the actual truth. So I wouldn't put it past them, but I don't know. If she is like an assassin type, then I don't know. And then that begs the question of who this guy is. This guy looks extremely important though. And like, that makes me certain that he's like at least tied to Ouroboros. Maybe he's like, my only other thought, either he's another enforcer, or if I'm really going deep with it, maybe he's in like the fourth Anguis. Because there was voices that they had for in JP for Sky the Third, where they like revealed all the voices of the Anguis. And while I don't know what this guy sounds like in JP, he gives off similar vibes to that guy almost. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. He doesn't sound as playful as that guy. It might not be him. But this guy definitely feels like he's got to be Ouroboros related just due to his design, you know?
It's time to witness just what sort of fruit that garden will bear now that it has blossomed in full.
Oh, aren't you a troublemaker? Goodness me. But I suppose as a relative of sorts, I owe it to the offspring of the heretics to watch over them and see just how they've grown.
What is going on? I'm not ready for the reveal with those two. I'm still worried about what's going to happen with Shahina. Like, they're obviously going to do something with her, too. Otherwise, the Almada leader dude wouldn't have done anything.
And now, before the main award ceremony, I'd like to take this opportunity to announce the winners of the Film and Actor prizes.
Okay.
First, the Tharbad Film Festival's first award for outstanding achievement goes to
Anthony Bugatti.
Golden Blood.
Oh,
directed
yeah.
by
There we go.
Salvatore Gotti of Vegas Films.
Rigged. It's fucking rigged.
Next.
Wait, why do you look?
Tharbad
Huh?
Film Festival's first ever, most prestigious Leo.
Wait, he looked like depressed at that. Like he was like heaving his shoulders like he wanted someone else besides him to win.
Door goes to
Wow.
Wolves Requiem, directed by Leslie Long.
Yeah, he's like heaving his shoulders.
Kowloon Pictures.
Bro, his freaking hands are going through his pants right now. Huh. I'm glad that someone else won someone though.
Next time, we'll see who has the last laugh.
Be gentle with your revenge when the time comes, yeah?
Oh, wait. What was it? First ever, most prestigious Lionel. Wait, huh? So, he didn't want to win that one, but he wanted to win this one? Is that what it was? Maybe, I don't know. I'm a bit confused on that one.
Moving on to the Actor Awards.
Now I'm going to end up getting shot by being here on a stage.
The winner for Outstanding Actor is Lafar Osnavor for his lead performance in Wolves Requiem.
That's awesome.
Meanwhile, the award for Best Actor goes to Albert Granger for his leading role in Perfect Driver 2.
I like how some of these are ones we haven't even gotten the chance to hear about yet.
Next, the winner for Outstanding Actress is Judith Lanster for her lead performance in Golden Blood.
I was like, what?
And finally, the award for Best Actress goes to Nina Fenley, the lead actress of Wolves Requiem.
Damn, it was just those two movies sweeping the hell out. Let's go.
Well, you did it, Nina. Congratulations! You've managed to beat the pants off me.
Okay, so it is like, so the lead, okay, yeah. Outstanding is like second place, and Best Actress is like first place. Is that what it is?
Judith, thank you. I couldn't have done it without such an amazing film.
I guess that's how that works. Well, good on them regardless.
I can't believe it's finally happened. Nina Fenley has surpassed Judith Lanster as an actress.
Oh, is that how Judith's gonna step down? She's like, well, I've been surpassed. Might as well hang up the
We're
gloves.
seeing history unfold right before our eyes.
Magazines are bound to have a field day with this tomorrow.
On that note, those of you with invitations are free to proceed to the award reception atop the hotel.
Atop the hotel? Oh, that's gonna be a big
Everyone
place.
else,
All right.
There's plenty more excitement left in store, so don't go anywhere.
I'm still worried about what the hell they're gonna do. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. Now the real fun begins, baby.
Like, there's so many ways they could go with this to ruin everything.
Time for part 2 of my Carnal Cavalcade. Let's bring out some new guys and girls.
Got it.
Yeah. Back the other way. Everyone is hitting that shit. Woo! Alex, there's nobody hotter up there than you. Is that a supermodel I see? Well, wait up the stakes. That's Scotty for you. Giving the people exactly what they want and more. I suppose without his preferred star of the parade, he has to up the ante one way or the other. Yeah, he might not have won the big award, but with the parade full of actors and models, he's still making his mark.
Come on, Shahina, you've got this. That's it, you're doing great, just like that.
And now it's about to happen, isn't it? No? She's so strong now. And it's all thanks to you guys. I'm just expecting it. I know it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. And it's killing me. The anticipation, it's tearing me asunder.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'd say she gets it from having such a good sister.
Whoops.
It's really impressive. She doesn't look tired from the first act of the parade at all. If she keeps this up, I'm positive she'll last through the whole thing just fine.
I gotta say, I was real scared to see Golden Blood pull. I was real shocked to see Golden Blood pull runner-up instead of the Shiny Lion. I still haven't seen Wolf's Requiem, because it really is as good as they say it is. Oh yeah, it's an absolute masterpiece in its own right. The only other film this year that can hold a candle to it is Golden Blood. It's a real timely film, you might say. Wouldn't surprise me if it was what ultimately put it on top.
Plus, if nothing else, it's a good sign that voting process was genuinely fair despite this being a Vegas Films event and all that. I want to go see it at some point too. I'm really curious to see how Nina is in it. You can go see it if you want. I'm more interested in that uncut version of Golden Blood everyone keeps hyping up.
In your dreams, kid. I don't think you're ready for it. Yeah, I have to agree with Aaron on this one. Maybe once you're a bit older.
Ooh, that's so unfair. I'm plenty mature for my age, you know? I'm not quite sure you're R17 mature, though, Fairy.
Is it? Oh, shit. Gold? Gold? What do you mean gold? What the fuck's happening? Oh, is the entertainment district about to get nuked? Oh, this is not good.
Hey, what's going on?
Uh-oh, there it is. Oh, there's Shahina.
What's wrong, Shahina? Are you okay?
Are you feeling tired? I can take over if you...
Oh, God.
Tell me, you're not satisfied just being some substitute for your sister, are you?
Oh my God, did I actually call it earlier?
Better than that. You want to shine yet brighter, don't you?
No.
To prove that you deserved the spotlight from the start.
Mansplain, manipulate, male wife.
Shine golden as the sun and consume everything around you.
I fucking knew he was gonna pull some shit like this. I knew it.
Need to shine.
A mask? No, we're not pulling out this shit. I thought we left that behind.
More. I have to shine more.
I didn't think we'd be bringing this back anymore. We're literally just doing the fucking reverie thing again. God damn it. How did I not see this coming? How did you get one of those even?
Everyone should shine together.
Huh?
Rise high, high above our rivals. Spread your wings. Spread them wide, let them guide.
I feel like I jumped straight into the screen.
By free to ever slumber.
Don't get in our way.
Open the door, get on the floor. Do the dinosaur, you are a dreamer. What the hell?
Everyone, get ready to suppress. Damn, not you all too?
It's like shit.
You're trying to crash the party, sir. That's not very funny.
It's not cool, bro. Not cool, bro.
Inspector, come on, enjoy it. Enjoy yourself with the rest of us.
Nate's girlfriend.
This ain't good.
Any of us get corrupted?
Shahina! Is that mask?
Yeah, Rosette's already looks like, ah, shit.
Shit. Guys, look over there.
Any of us get turned or something? What the fuck? I guess that's, oh, we're gonna be like ascending the damn tower. Freaking Yakuza 7 Millennium Tower out of nowhere. Moments before. Oh, great. Now we see what the villains were doing. Oh, shit.
Why is the crowd acting like this?
Oh, and they're trapped inside.
No! They're ruining my precious cavalcade!
Big shock.
Looks like the worst-case scenario we projected has come to pass.
Well, at least they let the winners be announced first.
Najee, get in touch with the Horvatat. Get them to provide support to our ground forces.
Is that like the name of their ship?
Yes, Your Highness. As you
You might want to come up with a plan B. We've already got things sorted out there.
Big shock. Here he is. Mr. Murder Man. Oh shit! The big man! Oh shit. Najee, I don't think you're gonna win this one.
You two must be with Armada. I take it you're the ones behind President Dillon's untimely passing. I think I see what's going on. That device is what's presumably made everyone out there go into a frenzy.
Man, I can't believe we're doing the freaking mask crap again. Like, out of all the things to bring back, we bring back that. Yeah, whatever.
Smart man. You must be aware of what happened in Cray and Longport.
I mean, I like the, you know, it's an interesting way to bring it back, at least by making use of a Genesis to do it, but the entire concept to begin with was always very silly.
But enough talk. Let's liven things up some more, shall we? After all, we owe it to ourselves, as fellow sponsors, to enjoy this.
I do like that at least it goes in like a different direction and goes like light instead of dark at least. That's a nice little change.
With this, all of the pieces are now in place.
Can we get your face reveal?
I hope you don't mind keeping us company until the show's grand finale, Your Highness.
Nope, still not. I mean, they've got to show him by the end of this chapter, right? He's way too involved.
Najee, do you copy? Damn, I can't get through.
I've got no choice. I'll have to land this thing in the Oasis.
Ah. And the second that they left was when they were able to put that up, I guess. Otherwise, it would just put a hole in their freaking barrier.
This can't be
Damn,
real.
the music.
How is this happening?
It's probably safe to assume the cause of all this is in there. If I had to guess, that angel we had a run-in with delivered its prize straight to Almada's clutches.
Yes.
Makes sense.
I don't see how it could be anything else. This has to be the work of the fourth Genesis.
Like, none of the other Genesis were shine a different color, did it? They were all blue.
Yet its effects don't appear to be wholly indiscriminate. The people being controlled must have some sort of shared connection between them.
Is it the people that had the hookahs or something?
Wait, they're just like those other tourists. And that must mean...
It was like a trigger.
Right. Those tainted orbital hookahs are the other piece of the puzzle.
Nice.
I don't understand. That doesn't
I
explain
mean,
why
I meant
my
nice because I got it like 2 lines.
She's different. That mask she's wearing is what's giving her grief.
Hi, Fee.
Her dancing is amplifying the strength of the interference, driving these people to act so crazy. The question is when she would have gotten that mask from the culprit.
Yeah, you should have walked her home, Fee.
Actually, wait. I think I know. It was probably sometime last night. I knew I should have stuck with her. Please tell me you're joking.
There's more. What's going on here bears an
Look at that
awful
lady just
resemblance to what
dancing
took
in the
place a year
fountain.
and a half ago. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Yeah. Somehow it looks like they've managed to recreate that effect out here in Calvert.
Oh, okay. They're just talking year and a half ago, so that's when the events of Reverie took place. Okay.
What do you mean that? It couldn't possibly be. Hey, do you know what they're talking about?
Yeah, I heard about it from Sao.
Yep.
They're referring to when that famous dancer was mind-controlled during that takeover in Crossbell.
Okay, well, they are actually just directly referencing it. It's not just like, you know, they're making some connection here. That alleviates some of the annoyance. Yeah. Year and a half ago. I thought I thought it was... So does that mean... If that took place a year and a half ago... I'm trying to think of how long the Eternal Recurrence plan has left, or all the Orpheus plan in general. because that means if it's a year and a half ago, then that means it's probably been that means we're at least down to like 2 years or something left.
Marcel, you were in the area when all that was going down, weren't you? Got any ideas on how to break the spell based on that experience?
I didn't think you'd be so clued in on what happened. That whole crisis was stopped thanks to a bunch of people coming together in the right places at the right times. But as far as the dancer you're talking about goes, it was a fellow dancer that ultimately did the trick.
Oh great, time for Sarah to own freaking Shahina in a dance contest.
She brought her back from the depths of darkness and sent that phoenix flying high once more, so to speak.
I think we can work with that. What do you think, Sarah?
I'll do it.
Let's
Whatever
go.
chance there is of bringing Shahina back to normal, I have to take it.
Can't hold out much longer.
Man's trying his best here. Time to dance. And then Fetus knocked them the hell out. Dance battle.
Well, if it isn't Sarah, couldn't resist getting a front row seat to watch me, huh?
Number 1 battle.
Shahina.
Ready, go.
I'm so sorry. I know I haven't been the best older sister in the world.
Hey, what are you talking about? You should watch. Yeah, watch me, sis. I'm gonna shine even brighter. So bright, I'll turn into a golden sun.
Sorry. I heard golden sun, I had to. Good old
Miss Sarah, take
good old
this.
Isaac's theme.
It's a spare Zypha.
I set it to
Oh.
activate a spirit jammer. Hopefully it helps you reach her. If anyone's dancing can get through to Shahina, it's yours, Sarah. You can do it.
We're gonna take care of the source. Sylphie, you be sure to back her up.
Oh, this... What we're gonna have going on our side is gonna go insane.
What you're doing right now isn't the dancing that was passed down to us.
Interesting that Fee's staying behind for this. I would assume that we would have
I'm going to dance some sense into you. As your only sister, I'll show you how it's really done.
Damn, alright.
Fine. See if I care. I'll just swallow you up too if that's what it takes. I'll have to keep shining brighter. I won't stop.
Damn. Oh
Barrier
shit.
Synchronization via Genesis, over 70%.
I was gonna smash that thing.
It's open.
Alright, shit.
Let's get in.
That was easy. And then reforms behind us.
That was too damn close. You really pushed our luck by brute forcing it, you know.
Real. Interesting though. I feel like we're going to end up, you know, we don't have Fee with us. So I feel like if we're doing something as insane as taking on Melchior and all of the others, if we're actually doing something that insane, I feel like we're going to have at least some other type of party member. And I think I can take a wild guess at who that'll be.
Come on, don't give me crap. We made it through, didn't we?
I mean, there's no, the people up there that would be able to help us in a fight are Najee, or sorry, I forget how her name's actually pronounced. They haven't said it too much. Sharid and Judith. Those are like the 3 people I can think that would actually help us that are in here. Actually, wouldn't Bermati be in here too? Not like he'd help us in a fight, but I think he should be in here for his tournament.
What the heck
Oh,
is
never mind.
this?
He was not. Never mind.
Hey, you all right in there?
Yeah, just peachy. We're gonna go bash some heads and put a stop to this. You guys take care of that parade float. Make sure to contact the CID's Edith branch and the guild while you're at it.
Yeah.
All right, leave it to us.
Elaine and Zen just come flying in from like...
You don't have to crack the whip so hard on your own friends, do you? But I'll give you a pass, sweetheart. We'll take care of it.
It's interesting. We haven't really seen Zen do anything. I mean, I assume he's gonna come in order to do stuff involving like Walter and whatnot. I mean, we got the scenes with him with like Killick and whatnot. That was nice, but it was kind of short-lived.
My head is completely spinning at this point. But you can be sure I'll be recording everything. The world needs to know about this.
In we go. You two. You're on the outside though.
Now this is what I call a show.
Dude, I really love this dude's vibe. Like, this is... Like, I commented on how, like, non-trails his design is with, like, the freaking coat and whatnot. But I think he honestly has, like, one of the best villain designs I've seen in Trails. Like, dude's sick as hell.
What a fine way to recreate what happened in Crossbell. That mask must originally come from the workshop, if that's the case.
Yeah, and he knows about the workshop, which kind of strengthens my thoughts that he's from Ouroboros. I wonder when he's going to take an active role, though, because it seems like these two aren't going to take one here.
Well, we made use of their emperor back in the day, so I guess turnabout's fair play.
Use of their emperor back in the day. They're talking about like Emperor, you know, like the dude, right? Like the fake dude?
My, I haven't witnessed such an amusing little spectacle since the serpent ensnared us.
Serpent ensnared it. Okay, the serpent obviously refers to the society, right? But what do you mean ensnared? Do you mean like since they joined the society?
That certainly brings back memories. I wonder how she's doing these days.
Wait, no. Serpent is referring to a person. So are these former enforcers? I'm so confused what their deal is. Like, okay. Also, yeah, the butterfly motif is on stuff aside the one part I mentioned. It's also right there on her chest. So, yeah, she's got to be the golden butterfly. But then it sounds like she's left the society. But what's the guy's deal? It sounds like they're both former members of the society. Whoa, the dark evil logo. All right, more new music. Oh shit, these two. I'm afraid I see you leave raw. Oh great, a pair of muscle heads first then. Just what we needed. We've got no choice. Let's take him down.
Deploying shots. Whatever you need.
It's over.
It's over.
Here goes.
Dude, they're so deep pitched.
My move now.
All right. Hotel worker, stun rod, hotel worker, gun.
All you on, yes.
Activating skill. I won't let this chance slip by.
Let's see here.
Don't mind me.
Show me what you got.
Ah, shit.
Don't mind me.
Oh, that's like precarious as hell. That's
Don't mind me. Good luck.
that's like impossible. All right, I can do it this way though. This works too. Pew! Oh shit, he was still within range. Whoops.
Now's a good time to boost.
This sucker.
Mr. Way.
Hit him with it. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Like hell you are. A chance. This'll hurt.
To get the upper hand. Mr. Alt.
I'm like this.
A chance. Grab the blood while Don't mind me.
Show me what you got.
Sonic Chaser. Oh, I don't think I've used this one yet.
Activating skill. This is it. Sonic Chaser.
Damn, the freaking backflip too. All right, let's go here. Ow, my everything.
My move now.
Oh, you can't move, can you?
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Oh, well, isn't that a crying shame? Jubilee Guard. I haven't used that yet.
Going all in.
All right, let's just hit him with this.
Engaging shield.
Sorry for that. Activating skill.
Activating skill.
There we go. Get you on the ground.
All you on yes.
All on yes.
Bring it on. Up to you.
Come on, get him out of here. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Bo, you stink. I just want to murder you. Get out. See ya. And Gehenna.
Is this a joke?
This is some kind of twisted joke. All right. Sick music, by the way. That does it. That does it. Their strain definitely feels amplified. Indeed, and far more than what we witnessed from those tourists under the influence yesterday.
We'll just have to take them down as we find them, as rough as it'll be. Onias, how do things look with the Genesis?
Still yellow. Judging from the reaction, I'd say we need to head up to the award reception at the top of the hotel. Nina, Judith, Director Gotti, and the Prince should all be there as well.
They've got that scary-ass bodyguard with them. Plus that cat girl. I'm sure they'll be just fine in the meantime.
Cat girl?
There should be an elevator we can take straight up. Let's hop on board.
I like that we just acknowledge that. Just like, yeah, we have the frickin'... They have the cat girl. We're just not even gonna tiptoe around that. Audience is still clueless somehow, but hey. I really do like this tune.
They locked down our ride. Now what do we do?
Maximum security appears to be enabled. It would take some time in order to crack it. Walking up manually it is. What about this other elevator? It can get us up to the 5th floor at least.
I'll take it. We don't have time to waste.
Right. We have to get up there some way or another.
That we shall then.
Up to the 5th floor. There we go. All right.
Oh, very soothing.
That's as far as the elevator will take us. How are we gonna go from here?
Good question.
I believe our only option is to use the staircase. I eagerly await your performance.
Ow. Ooh, I love it when the battle theme... The battle theme isn't interrupting it. Oh, that's great. I love it when games do that. All right. I think we're gonna call things here. We're already approaching like an hour and 50 minutes on the recording. I'd say we made very substantial progress though. And next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we'll make it to the top floor and we'll take down those bastards at the top. Melchior and whatever that dude who we will never see the face of, his name is. Let's just hope that none of the people at the top end up getting killed in the process. Damn, this tune's baning though. Like, sorry, I can't not pay attention to it. It's just a real good tune. But yes, we'll take care of that next time. Adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.